Alright. Alright, Gengen, I did your thing. That was probably the worst of the worst of the lot that I could have spent that gold coin on, but you know. At least I won't be hungry. I was watching from here, Griffin. You honored our custom and with great relish. You will always be welcome in Mordsock. If you need anything in Amarang, we are here to provide. Sure, I will remember you guys. Oh, here's the rest. Okay. Cassard is impressed by your gastronomic fortitude. is that what you're calling it? Okay. You have courage, my friend. Renran's wares are more exotic than harmful, but I don't envy you the bellyache you'll have to have on the morrow. Oh, you asshole, you knew this was bad for me, too. Right. Now that you've eaten, I expect you're eager to get back on the road. Would you mind if we delayed our departure a touch? More delays? I have a few deals left to close before I can conclude my business here in Mordsook. Sure. Oh, offering your services, are you? Aye, well, an assistant would certainly help hurry things along. I've received here for some goods that need picking up from the market. All properly paid for. You'll just have to do the lifting and carrying. Yeah, sure. I mean, I did this once upon a time ago. I'll go take care of some last minute haggling then. See you in a bit. You may view the market receipt every time we clearly... Okay, got it. Yeah, fetch quest. I mean, this was the foundation of my rise to heroism. But tell me you've been around the entire market already. I have. What, you don't think I could make it? This is what years of fetch quests has taught me, Cassard. Don't underestimate me. Quick work too, considering you've not set foot in the place before. I thought you're one to set in the city like the Exarch, but something tells me you're not a stranger to visiting strange lands. Nope. Fortunately, your efficiency presents something of a problem. I'd hoped to conclude all my business before your turn, but it seems there's been some confusion over one of the orders I placed. I'll have to drag in my middleman so it doesn't miss out. Sorry to make you sit around and twiddle your thumbs. I hate sitting around and twiddling my thumbs. Cassard, it feels like an age since I last saw you. Who you? Well, isn't it lovely Telsine? It's been a while, but your timing couldn't be better. This lady was on her way to meet with Elsa. I suppose to be taking her to your corner of the desert. But a misplaced order has commandeered my attention. Wait, I know who you are. You do? I don't know you. Elsa has told me so much about you. You're Griffin, aren't you? I knew it. How wonderful to meet you in the flesh after hearing all those stories. I'm Tesleen. I work as a carer at the inn. I've gotten to know Elsa quite well since she took up guard duties there. Do you want me to take over as Griffin's guide, Cassard? My shopping's all done and packed for the road. It would be no trouble. That would be a great help, thank you. Well, it looks like you'll be able to head straight out after all. My caravan and I will be in the area for a while yet. Seek me out when you've had your fill of Amarang. I'll send you back to the Crystarium. Alright. Thank. I probably should hold on to this coffer instead of just opening it right away. Since I can't decide what to do. Alisai. No, Alisai. Oh, that L looks like an... The I looks like an L. Alisai. Is that the right spelling? I don't know. Okay. Has been desperate to see you, Griffin, so let's get you to her sooner rather than later. The inn isn't too hard to find. Really, you can actually see the top of the rock spires from here. We just need to swing around the ridge and head south. Come on, I'll get my supplies together and meet you outside. You seem fairly confident about our ability to go there, even though the desert I just noticed was full of monsters and such. Are you seriously gonna walk the entire desert carrying that stuff in your arms? All set, or I should probably mention the wildlife, yeah? Well, most of them will leave you be if you keep your distance. The local coyotes have learned to prey on folk heading home from the markets. You mean like you, who doesn't have anything to carry the box except you carrying the box in your arms? I can usually swing a sword well enough to fend them off, but I may have loaded myself down with too many bargains today. Uh-huh. Do you think you can handle the beast that tried to make a meal of us? Not even a backpack? Come on. I thought you might. Alice was always saying how much I mean, let's get going, shall we? What was Alice saying about me? Oh, we have adamant toys here. Oh my god, the tortoise goes in its shell. What? Oh my god, you got into trouble while I was being attacked by a mole? Wandering coyote. Sanguine bite. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet, hardly a match for you, it seems. I'd always thought Elsa was strong, but in her mind, she was never. Now that makes sense. What is going on? What are you trying to imply? We should push on. It might be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have our scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. Okay, go towards the gas over here. Man, that's so amusing just to see them go inside the shell. I guess the tortoise mount does that too when they fly. Okay, where is, Oh, I can't fly in this area. Fair enough. Like, you have to get all the aether currents to fly, I suppose. Oh shit, maybe I should, I should actually have that out too. It's like a hotbar. Where do I usually keep it? Timers, yeah, sure. You're almost to the southeast. Hold on. Let me get her first. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Okay. "54 Yalms southeast." Leave me alone. Southeast. Should be here, then. Southwest? What? Oh, there it is. Give me that current. Alright, where's the next one? 309 miles to the north. That can wait. fuck is that? Oh, that's one of also the Final Fantasy VIII things. Man, I forgot its name. What's that? Ngazi. Visage, I think it was called, or his was called Visage, but I don't remember what. Scissor Jaws. Okay. Oh. Oh. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow, but first let's head inside. This is some inn. Is it an inn? This is a hell of an inn. Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alice arrived. Not much of its home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. The afflicted? The illness isn't contagious. Why do you have to be so insensitive? The afflicted? What's this? You don't know? No, I don't know. I don't think I've met anyone besides Alice who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. Okay. I might leave out something obvious, and maybe best to have Alice give you the full explanation. Let me remind myself that I was thinking just how similar it was to the Geostigma side story I read back when they were marketing Final Fantasy VII really hard. Is this what we're dealing with, Geostigma? Following in her footprints. Oh, these are graves. Oh, I don't want to see that. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. Good wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not that far. Head south side and soon you'll see it. We'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Okay. Alric. Okay, alright, fair enough. Todden. Okay, alright. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Why do they call it Journey's Head? Oh, I get XP when I explore the map. Forgot about that. Ooh, how fortunate. Hold on a sec. I really do love this music. It's real good. It's really relaxing. But also conveys a sense of despair at what's been going on. Alice is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground. They look about the right size. Tiny elf feet. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. What am I looking at? Gilman. Continue on to the northwest, okay? Hello. Oh man, I love their burst attack. It's pretty good. Curve around to the west, okay. You're telling me she passed by all these Gilman? Yeah, I feel like I'm playing Crisis Core all over again. I really like the themes for these. I mean, I like the themes for this expansion. Oh my god, they're coming. What? Okay. Okay, I cannot see. Okay. What? There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Yeah, I can see that. My eyes are burning right now. Stop staring at it.
Get back here!
What the f—
Is that... It can't be.
This is a bad time to get distracted. Oh, okay. Like you're flying 10 feet out of the tower, you shouldn't be distracted.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about.
Yeah, I know she's playing it cool.
Sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's only been a year, because I was really hoping you'd grow up by the time I get here.
We've fought them to a standstill then.
Mm-hmm.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation.
Hey, well, let's stop talking about that.
As
8th
much as I
Umbral
might want to go
Calamity,
home,
I'm okay.
I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen. which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
This is true. Alternatively, you can just let the light swallow this star, and it would be unable to rejoin, just as the 13th was unable to rejoin the source because it was consumed by the darkness.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down.
Oh shit. That sounds bad.
Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
It's pretty shitty either way.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Oh, that's fucked up.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Okay, we can explore the moralities of that later. I can see where you're coming from, though.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
So that's the illness you were talking about. Ancient lizard. Hi. What in the hells? Oh, you're ugly. Oh. Ah! Man, I was really really reaching for something good to say there. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Oh, that's really sad. To add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out to society, exiled here and to the edge of the world. The only good I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Telsi and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. With which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Sure. Here's what we'll do. I'll take to the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way, you can have an undiluted experience with the resident terrors. These marks on your maps are where the usual trouble spots are. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they come slavering after your aid there. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever's prowling around, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Okay. funny how finally they all have an angel motive, but I guess that's kind of what the light represents. Hi. Forgiven cowardice. Tender love. Are you mocking me right now? Okay, I don't want to deal with that ancient penis-shaped lizard. There, I said it. How did you fare? But there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expect you noticed it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the Voidson, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful Sin Eater goes on a hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea behind my controls, to cull their ranks, often enough that their numbers won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you've certainly helped on that front. Hey, that's good thinking. Let's report our victories to Talcine, shall we? I just remembered I don't think I attuned to this. Hirai Musumi. Their name is pink, but I don't actually remember it. I feel bad when that happens. Alice tells me you helped out on her patrol. You have our thanks, and my apologies for leading you from one battle to another ever since the moment you met. In any case, I'm glad to see the two of you found each other. You have no idea how badly Alice missed your company. Everything is always. If Griffin were here, she would... That's exaggeration, and I don't sound like that either. I was simply trying to view matters from another perspective, and I respect Griffin's methods. Honestly, after seeing her in action, I can understand why. The way she leaps into the fray without hesitation is really something to behold. I might be a little smitten myself. Oh, gasp! Ooh, there's some jealousy here. Yeah, I'm only teasing, though I have no doubt she deserves all the admiration she gets, just as you do. Really? Did that really just happen? This is what I get for sharing. Maybe I'll just head out on another patrol.